Hello, everybody. How was your day? I hope you had a great day. Hi, Shikami.
Hi, Falashade. How are you doing today? How's everyone been?
Yeah, I'm fine. Very fine.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
All right, so today we're going to be having our second phase of reviews for all our submissions. So I hope you're all as excited as I am because I hope to see awesome designs. And yeah, so can one or two of us tell us what we learned from last week? Like, I know we talked about school, we talked about feedback, we talked about designs. Even on designs, what were we able to pick, like, to apply in our personal lives? Can one or two people just come up and just say what they learned from last week? Hmm? Um, Let me check the comments. And none of us are saying, can you guys hear me though? What did we learn? Personally, I learned about receiving feedback, and then I also learned about designing for the user. When you're presenting to your stakeholders, it's not just showing them the work, you have to be deliberate, you have to ensure that the flow works perfectly, that they can get through it without so much complication. Like they don't even need you to guide them through it. So your prototype has to be that simple, that easy. And then when you're collecting feedback, you have to be open minded. Yes, some may not communicate well, but you just have to see, okay, where are you coming from? What exactly are you trying to see? And then Jide also gave us the advice that okay, before we even start, we could try creating a mood board. And then from the mood board, we get to align with the stakeholders that okay, this is the point of view we're coming from, this is the type of app we'd like to see before we even dive into the whole wireframing and then developing the high fidelity before the prototyping. So, Falashade, is there one or two things you learned from our last class you just want to share before we get started with today? How have you been, though? How's your week been there?
Yeah, my week has been good, busy, and well, majorly productive. So I think one of the things that I'm sorry, Jide, sorry,
Today? Mhm.
mentioned was the part of putting yourself out there, and
Yeah.
the fact that I think what caught my attention was the fact that you didn't have to like apply for any job before you got like these jobs. So that's like the importance of actually putting yourself out there. People just recommend
Yeah.
because most times I think in church somebody was in a conference and someone was trying to say that most people get their job through referrals. That before they get to you, like you apply and all that, like it's kind of a long process. But most times people in that company can just refer, okay, I have this person, and it even makes the recruitment period very shorter because you already have somebody that you recommend that you feel that is good, and even to now carry it or the HR interviews the person or gives the person an assignment and the person is able to do it well. So imagine that you don't know anybody, you don't put yourself out there, nobody knows what you do, and there's like um an offer or there's a job or a vacancy for a job. So most times before you get to that person, it takes like it's like a long distance. So imagine that we have people that are being referred, then you at the edge or at the last end. So it's very important that you put yourself out there. Really, really, very important.
Yes. And I mean, even talking about what you're doing, the tiniest of conversations, because it might not even be like the CEO or the HR or the team lead. It might literally just be your friend that maybe their own friend is like, oh, do you do this? You know, my other friend mentioned that she's into product design. So it could be that simple, literally. So it's not even just about, although that is, I mean, it's super important to put yourself on LinkedIn, post on your social media platforms, have your portfolio, which we'll be talking about on Friday. We're gonna have another guest to give us some tips as well. It's also important even in the littlest of conversations when they ask what you do, you don't have to, oh, I work in yes, you work in as I work as a product designer. I've worked on so and so. Even if you just chip it there, and then probably on your WhatsApp or so, as you maybe design the works that are okay to share, or maybe after it has launched, you can just be like, oh, it was awesome working on this project, or I learned so and so working on this project, so they can say, oh, so you were part of this, and yes, so, and you never
Yeah.
know where that will lead to or what would come out of it. So, and trust me, people are watching. You might not know, people are seeing everything you do. So it's just about opportunity meeting preparedness, and you to also go in the extra mile. So when these opportunities come, you're ready, and you just pick it up from there. All right, today we also have a guest.
Yeah, I agree with that part that people are actually watching you. Like you don't know. Do you know
Wow.
people that come to me and like, I see what you're doing? And so I
Wow.
feel that people are actually watching you. They are looking at you. I know like a sister. She's like a sister to me, and
Mm-hmm.
she got a job offer like through LinkedIn because she was like showing up, and somebody just slid into her DM that like, oh, can you help me with this? And she was like, oh,
Okay. Okay.
sorry, I was trying
All
to
right.
switch my network. I was trying to switch, but I think this is better. So
Mhm.
like the person just had to slide into our DM and say, I noticed that like you do this, so this I can offer like an IT offer in a school, blah 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 blah. I see you as a good fit, and I was
Wow.
like she just actually put that. It's not like she didn't like put maybe oh this is like maybe our work itself or maybe like but it's just like writing and putting okay she did this she did that and all that, so it's not bragging. That's one of the mistakes I made, which I thought like people that actually put I had this like notion that people that actually put themselves out there um they are not very like good like or like people that don't put themselves out because it was like people around me that were good. They were not out there. So that was like my notion. So I had to like step back that I want to be good first. And it was a conference I attended, She Code Africa. Somebody said that yes, put yourself out there, but make sure that you build yourself. Like build yourself. Don't just put yourself out there. Make sure you are being built. You are doing your thing before you now actually come out. So don't just come out like because everybody's saying I should put myself out there. But make sure that you
Yeah.
actually build expertise. And the expertise doesn't have to like be perfect. You can start from somewhere, right? But let people actually know what you do. I'm excited about today, anyways. We have our design guest, so she can when you're ready, you can bring her on.
Okay. So, should I say her name or should I let her introduce herself? Yeah, it's a she. Today we're having a she. Um,
Yeah, finally we're having a she.
yes, it's been an awesome journey. So, will I say over to her now to just, yeah, so just, hi, Chidima,
Hi.
how are you?
You need to unmute
Oh, you're
yourself.
muted.
You're muted.
Okay, hi everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I
Oh,
can.
definitely. Man.
Okay, nice to be here. Thank you for that. Thank you, Kemi, for the
Okay.
opportunity.
Hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Fine girl.
how are you guys doing?
Oh, we're
Yeah.
good. Very good. You look amazing, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
She can. Funny enough,
mhm.
Chidima actually finished from Confidence. Chidima.
Really?
Are
Wow. I also went to
you
Covenant University.
Are you serious? Oh, that's
Yes.
Yes.
nice. For you. What
2020.
course? Oh, what course?
Management MIS, Management Information
Oh,
System.
okay. I was in ICE. Yeah, Isha. So information and
Wow.
communication.
Now I think the
Yeah.
question is how did you end up in product design? For those that don't know, AI is
That journey
engineering.
is just oh, it's just a journey, Sha. I did 30 things before I arrived there, but yeah, it's
You could
nice to
just
be
tell us a bit. How's your journey been? It's awesome to have you here as well. Who are you? Maybe introduce yourself. How many years of experience has it been as a product designer? Has it been easy? Just let us get to know you.
okay. Hi everyone. So my name is Chinma Ukebo. I am a product designer with an insurtech company here in Lagos, Nigeria, AI. I have been a product designer for about 4 years now. I started in 2020. My product design journey has been an interesting one. So obviously, like I studied engineering in school, I did engineering and all, and I was working in an engineering company when I left. So I think at some point during lockdown, I got into like artificial intelligence and machine learning. So like it's just something that has interested me all around. So I started learning about it, and then I got into like a boot camp for artificial intelligence and ML. And from there, I started to also showcase like my creative skill and all of that. And I had somebody that was also mentoring me in AI. And the person said, "Oh, I see that you're quite creative in this angle. Have you thought about product design?" And I had not heard anything about product design. I think what was in vogue at that point was web design, web design. So I now started to learn. So I took some courses basically, and I was self-taught. I started to teach myself, and from there I got into, so I was still working 9 to 5, but I got into a boot camp. So a company was doing a boot camp, and at the end of the day they were going to choose the top 3 people to join and intern in their company. And yeah, that was how I got into design. I was part of the top 3, and then while I was in my 9 to 5 I was still interning. And then from there, the journey has just been like that from there. So yeah, so I'm a senior product designer at MyCover.ai. I lead the MyCover Genius design team. I am also a co-host at She Code Africa, the design talk show. So that's how I know Folashade from She Code
Actually,
Africa. Yes,
wow.
so I'm a part of the design team at She Code Africa, not the internal team anymore, but there's something that we started called the Design Talk Show. So I do that with 2 other ladies. I'm a member of the Women Tech Network, and I also work with Slum to School in the Innovation and Tech hub in Slum to School as well. So yeah, that's me
Like,
in a
also,
nutshell.
I
like,
love it.
bro.
I
Hey,
love it.
that's really
Yeah.
I
amazing.
love
That's
it.
really amazing.
But really, I'd like to ask Chidima. I know that you enjoy volunteering
Mhm.
and you enjoy like impacting. So that's like one of the things that actually drew me to Shidima. Aside she being part of design team, because our just concluded She Could Africa, we were opportune to be part of the
Work
planning,
together.
event planning, then also design team. Right, so we just the first thing that we just assigned to a room together. We've actually been working together, but we've not seen each other or maybe have like a private conversation until when we just saw ourselves at the Airbnb and the way we just clicked. Like it was so funny. And we're now like opportunity to stay in the same room. Oh my god, that night. I cannot forget all that happened. But I noticed that she has passion for learning because that night she was learning something. I was like, wow, you're consistent though. Like I was asking her some questions. And the fact that she likes imparting. Like when I told her about this, like she was excited about it. You know, there are some
Super
people they can ask
excited.
you what is my offer? Some people ask you that what do I get from this or what do I get? She didn't even ask me anything relating to that. She was just like, now this is what I love to do and all that. Right. So I think that drew me like to her. That was like one of the things that attracted me to her. The fact that she's actually good at what she does, number one, start with, and she's a Christian, that part as well. And the part that she actually likes to impart ladies and any other, I didn't even have to be gender or whatever, gender based, but I know that she's in Shikod Africa, and if you're in Shikod Africa, that's like for female, right? So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Chidima, like, how were you able to, because you said a lot of things, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't get to know all this before. Like this is my first time of hearing this. So like I wanted to ask, like, how are you able to manage everything with your personal life, your um your job, because you have like a 9 to 5 and the volunteering, like how were you able to, because I know you're even learning, don't let me say it out, but it's fine. So how are you able to manage all these things?
Mm. Yeah. I think number one, am I allowed to like go like talk about God and all of that? A
Ah,
lot here. Right? Yes. So
yes, you're
I'll
free,
say
please.
I'll say number one, honestly, God's guidance. I'm not even trying to sound like overly spiritual or anything, but God's guidance is something that has helped me. I'm trying to look for a book as well. So God's guidance is something that has helped me a lot. So for me, I don't try to wear so many unnecessary hats. So whenever I'm doing something, it's something that is relevant for me at that point. So I don't know if you remember, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, there was a lot of um web 4 designer, a lot of all those things that were just trending at that point, AI designer and all of that. It was trending everywhere on LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere. But it
Hmm.
was not rather sorry. So it was not something I was interested in at that point, and I didn't think there was any need for me to, get into that. But because I had an AI background as well, where I started to do artificial intelligence and artificial intelligence and machine learning, it was not something that I now took a course on that, and then I just became. I'm trying to gradually graduating into being an AI designer, right? So another thing I try to do is I have this book here where inside the book I write out my daily to-dos. So there's something my mentor taught me. I think it was recently this year we're talking about it, and she asked me a question. Oh, how do you eat an elephant? And I was wondering, what's my business with eating elephant at this point? And she said,
How do
oh,
you,
the
I
way
didn't
you
get that. How do you what?
how do you eat
How
an
do you what?
elephant?
Okay,
Eat
eat
an
an elephant.
elephant.
Okay.
Yes, I was like, what's my business? Who eats an elephant really? And then she now said, basically, right, it's not like literally eating an elephant, but how do you achieve great things? Is by doing it step by step. So one thing I try to do every day is at the beginning of the day. So inside this book here, you can also do it digitally as well. You can have a to-do list. I list down everything I'm supposed to do, and then I itemize them by importance. So I'll always do the most important things first, and then I'll assign times to them. So that includes I'm on a fitness journey right now. I've lost a couple of pounds. I'm hoping to lose some more at the end of the year as well. So that includes once I wake up in the morning, I study my Bible, I work out, and then I start learning after working out before I even get to like office work. So I just try to do things like that basically. So yeah, so for me, that's how I try to do it. Number one, I don't try to wear so many hats at the same time. I wear only the important hats, quote and unquote. Number two, I itemize. If I need to do something at a point, I will do it. If I need to also assign something to somebody, so sometimes I work with other designers as well. So if I need to assign something to another person or for somebody to help me, I would. If I need help with something, if I need someone to help me with something, I would ask for it. And then number four or final thing for me is I don't just take everything. I allow God to lead and guide me before I venture into things. So yeah.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Shikemi, do you have anything
You.
to say? Like
I'm just
after,
I'm
like,
blown. Like I'm just digesting everything
I,
she's
I
saying, and
think
I'm like,
I
wow, that's really really good.
oh my
Yeah.
god. Chidima,
Or
I
maybe
didn't know
before
we.
we,
Wow. Oh my god. It's my network.
well, we can hear you. Although before we dive in with the reviews,
I think
let's ask.
I like the part
Mhm.
that. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We
yes,
can
I
hear
can
Okay,
hear.
you.
I think I like the part that she mentioned, like she's not apologetic about the God factor, that
Yeah.
actually God with her. Like,
Mm,
so you can be a product designer, a successful person, and actually be a Christian, right?
yeah,
I love that you are being led by God. So that means you get like you don't just do things, because the truth is that there are a lot of things that can just occupy you, and you're just unnecessarily busy, but you're not productive. You're just doing a lot of
exactly.
things here and there. You're not productive. Like you're not getting anything from it. But I feel
Yeah,
that in place of when God is leading you to do something, just know that there's necessarily doesn't have to show, maybe there's a reward right now, blah 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 blah, but you're actually like doing what God asked you to do. It's just like in the place of giving. When God leads you to give, on like when you give on your own will. You know, they are like
Mm.
they say giving when you give on your own will, and when actually God leads you, right? So I love that you mentioned it as God leads you to even know, okay, what trends to do or whatever thing to join and all that. So it's not, so I feel like life is spiritual actually. And the spirit actually like covers everything. We're already moving to, but it's fine. Thank you to for that. Like, I hope all the ladies are like, thank God it's
We're
a
learning.
female, it's not a male. So you can be a lady,
Yeah.
you can be a child of God, you can be successful at your career, and you're still
yeah.
making impact. Like you can achieve everything, but just know that God, just allow God to lead you. Be led by the Spirit of God. Thank you very much, Chidima, for that.
Yeah,
Do you
and
hear
I
me?
was just looking at, before we dive in officially, I think I just have one more question. How do you do with feedback? I think that's one question we expressively dealt with last class. So just how do you deal with negative feedback? How do you deal with positive feedback? And definitely it's not something you start getting proud and maybe you'll not start, oh, I'm better than you, those type of things. But how exactly do you deal with both types of feedback?
Okay, so for me, this is something I've had to learn in the past, let's say 4 5 years, and just improve myself on, to be honest, because I'm an emotional person. I've always been an emotional person. So before, if you like tell me something negative about myself, I would just go and sit down and breathe in it, and I'll just become very sad and all of that. But right now, what I try to do is, number one, I ask for feedback. So I just had a meeting with somebody, a developer in my company, and we just launched a product, right? And I went to meet him and I said, "Oh, I need to know like what you actually think about this thing, like how you think working on. We're trying to work on some upgrades for like a 2.1 version. So how you think my approach to working on this upgrade and all of this? What I don't know how to put it. Like, what do you think I should have done better?" I went to meet him and I asked for feedback. So some people are legit like very scared to ask for feedback, but for me, I would always like go and request for feedback. Number two, because I am requesting for feedback, you know that sometimes you get unsolicited feedback, but I'm talking about solicited one in this case now. So because I'm requesting for it, I'm very open. So whether it's positive or negative, I'm very open to just learning and just improving from there. Then when it comes to the unsolicited ones, obviously as a product designer, um you have to demo your products to different people. Different people are going to have a lot of things to say and all of that. So let me give you a practical example. So what we just launched in the company now, I designed the websites, I designed the individual dashboard, the business dashboard, and the admin dashboard. Now for the admin dashboard, in this case now, um, because it's the operations team and marketing team and all of that that we're using, that are going to be using this dashboard. They had a lot of feedback because it was quite different UI wise from what they were used to, which was mostly like patchwork. But this time around, we just wanted things to work smoothly. So now when we're demoing it, they seemed like very okay with it and all. Like there was no problem. We did so many demos and all of that and handover, and it was cool. Now once we launched and they started to use this application, it was now a struggle for a lot of them. Like I said, the version 1.5 they were using before was mostly like patchwork, where they were you just okay. So they say if you want to add something to for customers, they would the backend engineer would just go and patch it, something like that. Not something that was like thoroughly thought of. And so they were struggling and they would always come back and say, "Oh, Chidma, your design is frustrating me and all." One thing I'll try to do to them is I'll meet them and go and ask them, "Okay, what don't you understand here?" I'll just try to get their point of view first of all. So that's feedback, right? But I'll try to get their point of view and then try to explain to them how it works in like a calm manner. I try as much as possible to be calm. And then number three, I would always write down. I always have a book with me. So whether it's this one or is this other book that I have here, where I'm somebody who writes a lot, I'll always write down some of this feedback and now take it to the product team to go and brainstorm on how can we make this better for them. So for me, that is my approach to feedback. I have come a long way from taking it personal when somebody tells me something negative, especially because it's work. It's not personal, right? I've come a long way from doing that to trying to understand what the problem is and just trying to work, in line with them. Same thing when you're working with engineers, front end engineers can be annoying. We're designers, right? When you're working with front end and back end, when you design something and then they'll tell you, "Oh, we cannot implement it and all." And I have somebody like that that I work with where sometimes he doesn't even want to hear what you're saying. He'll just say, "It cannot work, it cannot work." What I try to do with him is outside of the meetings, I will still go and meet him and ask him questions. Why do you think this cannot work? Okay, so how about I know some things about front end. I also still have front end friends as well. So how about taking this approach to doing it this way? Or do you think if I do it this way, it's going to work? Just so there's no conflict and all of those issues, basically, when we're giving each other feedback. So, yeah.
That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. Thank you so much. Even me, I'm learning. So I hope we're all learning and listening as well. Thank you so, so much. Right.
Thank
So
you
let's
too.
dive right in. Do you have anything to say for Lashade?
No, no, no. I'm fine. So she's going to give good feedback. Since like
Yeah.
that's our own. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the feedback, anyways, and I am so sure that the students as well are actually looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. So up, is it up next? How do you say that thing? Up next or coming up, we're going to be having team overlay. I hope you're ready. They'll be presenting and we'll be walking through their prototype. So team overlay, can you just brief us up on your project so that our guests will have an idea on what you're building? Team overlay, are we there? Okay. All right. Maybe network issues. Okay. Um,
Is there no other
should we take
persons?
another team? Exactly.
So,
Or
like we
should we
already
just
said, I know you guys are getting
go
me on
to the next?
YouTube, but please, if you know that at least have two representatives from each team, so that if one person's network or one person experiencing network glitch, you could just switch straight, so that we won't take our time. You know, we have like a time for everything, and we need to grab up before 9. So please and please, let's do this like ASAP. Do we have somebody else? Another team?
Yes, I think Team Crusader will come up next.
Okay, 10 is trying to join.
Team Crusader, I hope your prototype is working perfectly fine. Okay. All right. So
Hello, good
before I move on,
good
okay,
evening.
Tenny, you're
Thank
here. All right. So can you just brief us up on your application and then we'll go to your prototype?
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Oluwateni Okigberu, and I'm representing the Overlay Group. And the name of our app is New Life Health Insurance. And the overview of our app is a mobile-friendly app that provides insurance plans for individuals, for families, and for businesses. And also, you can use the app to track your health needs, and your health care information. So we try to work with the features that most people, when we did our questionnaire for our survey, most people had some issues that they said they needed in their healthcare apps and some pain points. So when we're creating this app and when we're creating the design, we try to put these key features in mind and the users' challenges.
Okay. That's awesome. All right, let's dive right in. So, okay.
Yeah, you can click next.
Okay. Okay. Should I log in or sign up?
Yeah, you can log in and you can also sign up.
Let's sign up. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So I can see a two-factor authentication for sign up. So let me log in. So we'll just dive right in.
And you can just
Okay.
log in. Okay.
All right. Guide me through. What do we have here?
Okay. We have on the place where there's welcome overlay, there was one user said there was not like a personalized dashboard. So we try to create that. You can click welcome overlay, then something is there's going to be an interface that is going to show some informations. Then also the issue of in-app after the research, we saw that over 70% were like, there's no in-app doctor to like maybe talk about some health issues or some complaints. Most of the time you might need to have someone that is in that field. So that was why we made use of, they call it doctoral reference. Then we also put some particular particular fields in medicine, the dermatologist and the dentist, so that they can be someone that will meet that particular healthcare issues. Then health tips, there was also complaints about not having health tips, and most people, when they are going through a particular healthcare issue, they are not able to like find a particular tip for that. So we made use of that button to represent it. Then you can press on the connect doctor to automatically take you to, you can click that.
Okay. So when you connect, you
Yes,
get
so that's like an in-app doctor there for you to, for your recommend. Yes.
okay. All right. Let me look at the doctor. Okay. Okay. So go
Then
on.
you can
Please.
see the, yes. Okay, we can see this is Dr. Philip, is a dermatologist, and we can see his working hours, his profile. From the profile there, we can see a short information on about the doctor, his experience, for you to know that you're not just meeting someone that is just a newbie. His experience is there, and his working hours, so that you know that okay, if you call during this particular time, he's able to answer or he's not able to answer. So we made use of that because we want our users to always have that healthcare need immediately. We don't want someone that is we don't want an app that the users will be having difficulty in reaching a doctor when they need. So we made sure that we have the profile, the experience, and their working hours when you can meet them. You can also click the other doctors so you can see their profile and their information also. Yes, you can see your appointment has been booked. No need for you to just chat. Some apps you can just be chatting with somebody you don't even know, maybe it's just a staff you are chatting with. But here we made sure the profile, reading their experience, this person you are chatting with is actually a professional medical doctor or someone that is in that field. They're not just chatting with maybe the front desk or something. So that was one issue we also solved. And the navigation, users said they wanted something that is easy to navigate. No need for you to be searching. Where can I find the doctor? Where can I find health tips? Where can I find dashboard? So we made sure that was easy. There was easy navigation. You can go to this place and you know that this is where you are clicking. Not that you start running through and looking for that that particular need or that particular information. So we try to make it as easy and as seamless. You see, when you just clicked on Dr. Philip, everything came in at once. No need for you to just say, I see Dr. Philip here, let me check his experience, or let me go to another place and check his working hours. No, we made sure that everything was lined up in the same place. So you can just glance through and book your appointment.
Okay. That's good. Okay. So in case the appointment can be booked, that's the negative screen. All right. Are there any other things we're missing?
Yes, 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 please.
Okay. Which is that? Health tips. Okay.
Yeah, you can. Have you clicked on the welcome overlay?
Oh yes. That's the profile. Okay. Profile settings. Okay. Cool.
For your information, in case if you change your email or change your number. So that's why we made it a personalized dashboard. One of our major pain points was that personalized dashboard. Sometimes when you open some apps, after your first signing in and your information, in case if you lost your phone or lost your email contact, that was why we made it that there's a personalized dashboard. If you want to change your email, change your password, or change your information, your personal information, you can easily go there for easy reference for maybe when you book the appointment. That was why we made sure there was a personalized dashboard. And the issue of in-app doctor, those were the three issues which we solved: the in-app doctor, personalized dashboard, and navigation. a an app that has easy navigation process.
Okay. Then policy
I think that's
management.
that's that's all. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Another,
We
yeah,
have
I
a
think there was, yes, there's another issue of okay, sorry.
go on, let me not break you. Go on.
Okay, there was another issue of potential breaches and lack of confidentiality. So we try to put that data policy to make sure that whatever information that is shared on the app, everything is secured. There's no third party. We try to make sure that whatever information, whatever medical history you share on the app or you share with the in-app doctor is something that is, that data is secured. Because most of the time you see your medical data or your medical information is in places that you shouldn't see. Maybe they are making use as of a Twitter joke or something. So we made sure that we put that data policy in place for users to know that whatever they share here is what is between them and the medical practitioner. There's no data leakage or something, or your data getting into any third party. So that was why we made sure that the data privacy policy was also put in place to give our users the mind, that the peace of mind that whatever they share there is actually within that app. That was why we made use of data privacy policy.
Okay, that's all right. So I think we're done, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Over to you, Chidima. What do you think? What feedback do you have?
Okay. Hi, Penny. I'd like to say well done on your
Good
project.
evening.
Well done.
Thank
For
you.
me, that's in the insurance space actually. So I took like empathy and research on this as well.
Well
So
done
well
to
done.
my team, actually. My team, we all
Well
put
done
this
to you
together.
guys too. Exactly. Yes. Kudos. So I think the first thing that I would say is I like how you used a white background color. Although I mean I'm seeing some places that you used gray background, but I'm going to get to that. But I like how you use like a white background color, especially on this section. I like I think the font you use as well. The font looks very clean as well. So the first thing that I would say is that your spacing is better. So now when we're looking at this home screen, so let's just use this one that is being shared, right? So looking at the home screen, it's okay for you to you don't need to constrain or like constrain. I'm using my phone as an example. You don't need to constrain your copy to or what your elements to your phone. You can do something where you can scroll. Do you get what I'm saying? So I know that you were trying to fit everything so that off the bat you're seeing everything, and you're seeing the search, you're seeing the everything there, but you don't need to do that because now this spacing can be better. So now look at where the back button is. It is very close to the picture. And then I know you mentioned that the picture is also doing something. So those are like two different tips, port actions that are close to each other and are supposed to take specific actions. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first one. Then the second one, I'm just going to use this one being shared now for like most of my feedback. The second one is search bar. So the search bar is not very visible. I'm sure there were a lot of learnings you guys did on accessibility. Now, if I'm not wearing my glasses, I'm short-sighted. So if I'm not wearing my glasses, and I'm looking at your app, and I might most likely miss the search bar. So what you can use in this case is that you can use a stroke instead of shading, red shadows for that. So a light stroke, like a light color. So the third one is your icons here. So um, the icon size to the phone screen is quite it can be smaller. And then this prescription icon kind of looks similar to the dot icon. The only difference is the shape, but it can be different. So prescription you can use it like a pill or something icon there. So that's the third one. Then the spacing as well. And then the colors. You have used maybe 3 or color dark or something, right? Or gray or something. So those things are those like quick tips or quick links for people to click on and say, "Ah, this is clear." Consultation, health tips, prescription, are they things that people are supposed to click on? Hi,
Sorry?
Tenika. So I said this consultation, health tips, and
Yes,
prescription are things that people should click
I'm
on.
yes.
Yes, okay. So maybe you can just put like a name, or even if you don't put a name, but maybe you can put like a name on top of it to say, oh, quick links or something if you want to. The same way you have top specialists, right? Under the on top of the
Okay.
doctor, so you can have that. Then inside this card, your health is our priority. Accessibility again, someone who is short-sighted might not see that copy that is there. And then the spacing again, so I think if you work on your spacing for everything, allow users to be able to scroll so that everything is not just constrained to one thing. Allow users to be able to scroll, right? And you just work on spacing. You can reduce your use of drop shadows, in my opinion. Then you can use light strokes for most things. Then even most of these things might look better. I think they are going to look better. Then this top specialist section as well, right? So you have again spacing, but I think I've spoken enough about spacing. So where the doctor is Dr. Phillips, there's something called like hierarchy in typography. So what do you want users to see first in that section? So you have Dr. Phillips, dermatology, you have the star, the rating, and then the price. What do you want users to see first? Tim, did you hear that? She here. No, I was asking a question. Can you hear me? Hi, Timmy. Can
Can
anybody
hear
hear
you. Are you
me?
there?
I'm not sure she can hear me. Timmy,
Maybe
can you hear me?
network.
Oh, okay.
But go on. Everyone is also taking note of the feedback.
Okay. So, I think so. I just wanted her to. I wanted to know like what her. Timmy, can you hear me now? I'm not sure she can hear me. Okay, so I think when you first
Hello,
of all.
you. I can hear you, please.
Oh, okay. Looks like there's a network issue. Okay, so I was asked. Okay, let me just go on.
Hello,
So
I
when
can
you
hear you.
Okay, so I was asking a question. So you have this top specialist
Yes,
section.
I can hear you.
Okay, so you have this top specialist section. You have the doctor name. You have their specification, whether dermatologist or whatever. Then you have the rating and you have the price. So I was asking which one is the first. Which one is if you're putting them in like a hierarchy, which one is of most importance?
Hello,
Uh, and tell me, should I just
hello.
go on? I feel like there's a network issue. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you can just figure out which one is of most importance amongst all of them. Sorry, Tammy, I think there's a network issue. Please check your network if you can hear me. Okay, so yeah. So let's say in this
Yes,
case now, what is of most importance of all of them is Dr. Philip. So you can have that in like a bigger font size or the bigger typography size and then bolder. Then dermatologist can be so you can use Dr. Philip as maybe a 14 pixel or something or
important.
16 pixel. Then
Yeah, I
dermatologist,
think it's the hello.
oh, there's a
I
lag.
can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'll just go on. I think there's a lag thingy. Okay. So dermatologist now can now be maybe 14 pixel and then the star and then the price. The price obviously you want people to see the price, so you can put that in a small frame inside there, or you can put everything in a frame. Then finally, your navigation bar here, you can preferably, especially for accessibility issues, because a user might not know. Now I'm looking at this. I don't know that icon close to the user icon, close to the person icon or user icon. I don't know what that icon is, right? I don't know what it's supposed to do for me. I'm not sure what it is. So you can put like a tag a title to it. So for instance, the home icon, and then maybe when it's active, you can use field icon there instead of an outline icon or a stroke. And then you can put a tag underneath or a title home. For the profile one, you can do the thingy and then put the profile and then the last one so that users can know what exactly they are looking at. Then the last thing I want to add is that I saw about three different navigation bars, if I'm not mistaken. So I saw this navigation bar, then inside the profile, I saw another one, and then I saw like a social media navigation bar. I don't know if maybe if that was there. So you need to choose which is which, like what is primary for you. So whether it's we're on this homepage now, you don't need to see another navigation bar when you go inside profile section as well. Okay, so sorry, I'm out of time. Yeah, thank you. But well done, team over there. Well done.
All right, so you did justice, Chima. If there's anything I'll be adding is the navigation, like the flow. So I noticed for the contact the doctor on the homepage, that will be here while that's loading. But the contact the doctor on the homepage, when you click on contact, it goes directly into calling a doctor and a particular doctor, which is right. What if I don't want a dermatologist? What if I want an optician and things like that? So I'm really trying to okay, let me see if I can go back through here. So here, when you connect a doctor, it starts calling a certified gynecologist. What if I want an optician? So I think there should be a flow where I actually choose the type of doctor I want to talk to, and maybe if there's like a customer care or so, or like a center where available doctors, maybe 24/7, they have different time shifts. The person that is available can attend to me. So let there be a flow to choose the person I want to talk to. Then next one is when you're actually booking an appointment. When you book an appointment, there should be okay, select a date. Is this the date you want to select before okay, appointment booked? And then also, I don't think we should be able to call the doctor before booking an appointment because that's kind of why the appointment is there. So maybe the calling and video can be there, maybe just a message so the doctor can reply in his own time. But yeah, they shouldn't be able to call or video call the doctor before booking an appointment. Probably the day of the appointment or the time slot, then they can call or video call. Then yeah, I think that's it basically. Then the social media too. For the navigation, maybe we could have like settings, and then from the settings they could choose like view social media in about us or wherever. Or if you decide to put that in the profile instead of putting it in policy, because to be honest, none of us actually read the policy. It could be
Yeah.
outside, maybe underneath the name and things like that. So great work, awesome. Let's dive into the next person. So I hope we're all good. Yeah. Good work, Tenny and Team Overlay. So up next, we no further ado, we'll be having Team Crusher, Team Crusader, Team Crusader. So Team Crusader, can you come up? Just tell us one or two
Thank
things about your
thank you
project.
so
Your
much for the feedback.
oh, you're welcome, Teniola. All right, so Team okay, I guess it's Team Excellence actually. All right, Team Excellence, can you come up and tell us about your project, your application? What was it about? Team Crusader, whoever is available between Crusader and Excellence, just come up. So, Crusader, if you're up next, or if you're available, you can come up and let's get started. Crusader, Excellence, if you're up next, let's get started. So, before we go on our break. All right, Team Excellence, you're up next. Excellent, please.
Hi, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go
Hi,
on.
good evening. Good evening. My
Good
name is
evening.
Sufoniso and I am representing Team Excellence. So we worked on a skincare website, an e-commerce shop for a skincare brand. Yeah, and from the research we gathered during the user experience or the information we gathered during the user experience research, we learned that some of the things that customers find users find difficult using an e-commerce website for skincare brands like ours is that the products are usually poorly categorized, so they don't know where to look for what particular product. And then we also discovered that um, there are no proper recommendations and product descriptions for the different skincare products on the site, and so they find it difficult to know what particular products they should buy for a particular skin concern. So our goal, what we did for the design was that we created a website that is easy to navigate, a website that properly categorizes the product. So we have categories like serum, we have categories for cleansers, we have categories for other skincare products, and then a we have a space where you can book for consultations from skincare specialists. And then the users also complained about complex checkout process where they have to click so many buttons to be able to checkout. But so we simplify the checkout process by making the checkout page just one. So you just have to fill in your details, your name, your email address, your location, and then you can just check out. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
it
let's
about.
through your application. So when you come up, this is the landing page, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just scroll through. Okay, amazing. So where should I go next?
Please go up. Yeah. Okay.
Let me go
So
back
this is
home.
it. This yeah. So from here, you can easily select a category. You can either shop now or choose from one of the product categories.
Okay, let's see shop now. Okay.
Yeah. So these are the different categories we have. So from can you scroll up or scroll down? We have where we have skin categories. Yeah, here. So please click on Asian brands. Yeah, it takes
Okay.
us to the second page where we have products displayed for everything related to skincare for Asian brands. So you can either choose to add to cart or just continue scrolling. And then at the side, we categorize them based on, for Asian brands, we have for facial care, we have for hair care, we have for bath and body and stuff. So you just select the one you want, and then the product categories will be displayed. Y- Then you can also choose to add any of the products to carts. It will take you directly to the carts page. And this is what our cart screen looks like. You can choose to continue shopping. It take you back to the products page, the general products page, or you can choose to um, view your cart, or you can choose to check out. So this is what our checkout process, our checkout page looks like.
I clicked on continue to payments.
Yes, make your payment. And then that's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Are there other parts
Then
of the app? Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can also choose to book a consultation down.
Okay.
Yes,
All
so
right.
no. Can go back a bit up. Yeah, so you can book from here. No, please go down.
Okay. So the
Down
bottom of
a
the
bit
screen.
more. No, before the last category, yeah, here. So you can book a consultation here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
It
see.
takes you to where you can book it. it. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much. Over to you, Chidima.
Okay. Thank you so much, Team Excellency. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Team Excellence. Thank you, Infon. Well done on your project. And to you and your team, sorry. So,
Thank you, ma'am.
firstly, I like your color. I like the color green. I'm sure you guys probably learned about like color psychology, sorry, and how important using the right colors are for when you're working on projects. So I like your colors. And I was just trying to shop for some skincare on like a similar website. So this is giving me like I'm just like, are you sure it's not? I don't call their names. Yeah, so I like the color as well. So the first thing is I think your logo. So now looking at the hero section, right? I'm going to use this. So your logo can be at the left side, basically, and then your navigation bar can be towards the right. So I'm seeing a lot of things happening at that top section. So you have home brands, all product shop, wholesale, logo, search, profile section, and cart, and they are all there, and it just appears quite, just squeezed there. So what you can do is on that section, because obviously all of those things are very important, you can choose to have the logo at the top, right, below, and then all those ones will be below. Or ideally, you can choose to have your logo at the left side, right? And then you move search to underneath. So you can move search to another section. It doesn't need to be at that section. Obviously, profile and cart can be there as well. So second thing is, I think this is quite similar to what I told team overlay before. So your icon styles on this hero section are two different icon styles. So you have the cart icon, which is the field icon, and you have the profile icon, which is the outline icon. So you can just choose whichever one you want to use instead of those two different icon sizes. So that's what I'll say on the hero section. Please, can you scroll down? Thank you. So all of these sections now, the same thing I was speaking to Team Overlay about, your spacing can be better. So please can you scroll up a little bit? Yes, so see this place, see where you have new arrivals. You have first of all you have the hero section, then you have skin categories. It might not be easy for somebody to know if this obviously like from your explanation I know that the skin category is this sunscreen serum asian band skincare, right? That's that section, but because it's so close to the hero section, it's not distinguishable basically. Then you can decide to put sunscreen serum asian bands and skincare inside one single frame instead of having the picture and the copy as different frames. You can scroll down a little bit as well, up to where they have skin consultation. So see this view all as well here. In between this, I'm seeing treatment, I'm seeing book a skin consultation, I'm seeing this one. And then you don't need to use shadows as well. You can use stroke. So it's very easy, which is why I think when you guys were looking for where skin consultation was and we didn't find that, right? Because you had now had to tell her, oh, go here, go here. So it's stuck. That is such an important thing, but it's stuck in between two different sections. So you can put a different section for it down below, right? So that you have that. Also, what is this treatment section for? Can you explain that? I don't think I heard.
Okay, that's for people that have skin challenges. They have challenges with their skin, and then they want to shop for treatment. That's like not skincare products now, just stuff to maybe they have eczema, rashes, and stuff. So this is the category where they get to pick those things.
Okay, so that's also an important section as well. So you can choose to put that section separately as well. Then the last thing that I'll talk about because of our time is your checkout process is quite long. So when you click on checkout, it's taking to I don't know, let's just look at that whole procedure. So you're seeing this screen first of all. First of all, this screen can be redesigned, and then you now see this section. And also, even if you want to get user information, you can still ask them to fill in their information via with Google or with their Google account or something so that you can take that faster. So your color here as well and alignment. So you can use black on top of this green. It's not very easy for somebody to look and see what this apply and coupon is, right? So your color can be better there. And then I'm not sure which one is the primary button and the secondary button there as well. Then your copy, this copy for the new life face cleanser is so small. Meanwhile, that's so important. And then your copy for the price, quantity, subtotal is too small. I'm just the only thing that's screaming to me here is cards total, which is 244 naira, and they are not the same font size. So all of those things you need to actually look at those things as well, and then proceed to check out. It just is not arranged. So for instance, see where price is, see where quantity is, see where subtotal is. So it should be in a single section. So now when you now click proceed to checkout, it's taking you to another section where it's compulsory for you to fill your personal details. And then before you now move to your card details, you want to get money, right? So you need to shorten your checkout process as much as possible. So yeah, yeah.
All right. That's good. Thank you so much. And great work to Team Excellence. Lashley, do you have anything to add before we go on our break?
No, no, I don't. Well done, Timo Valley and Excellence. Yeah, well
Awesome.
done.
And thank you so much, Chidima. This is really eye opening. All right, so we'll be going on a break for a short time and then we'll come back and move on to the next reviews. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so welcome back, guys. How's it been? I hope we are all learning, and it's been an awesome experience. All right, so coming up next will be Team Element. So while they come up, can one of or two of us just say what they've learned so far, even from the last previous feedback, and even from the discussion we had with our guests? Can we just say one or two things we've learned so far while we prepare to have Team Element come up? I'm waiting for the comments. So have we been? What have we learned so far? Okay, Adejoke said, I've learned that if you have too many texts, always use left hand line. Yes, that's true. And I think that's something that was mentioned in the last class as well. That's very true. Don't center a line if it's a loss because it's going to be difficult to read. And sometimes you'll just gloss over without even processing whatever was put there. What else have we learned? Okay, Rebecca says user flow is important and we need to always consider that users may want to explore the options. That is very true. Damala said, I learned that instead of saying users, you should say target audience. That is true as well. Okay. Precious says, when designing, we should always space our work. Spacing is very important because even it helps users or target audience understand which section is for which. I know how hierarchy and how balance is. Things that are closer together are assumed to be part of one section, but when they're farther apart, we assume okay, they are different. So the spacing can also help whoever is going through the application to understand okay, this is together, this is separate, and then it helps them to take the right decisions and actions. Yes, JS graphics, the principles of design is very, very essential and important, especially when it comes to UI design. Okay, that's true, Miriam. And again, in reference to spacing and what Chidima said, we should and we can make our pages scrollable. That's if everything can fit on one page. Not that would space everything out. Like if it can fit, all well and good. If it can't fit, it's okay to make your page scrollable so that they can digest each section easily. And then you won't clog up your design for your mobile view. Oh, thank you, kiddies. HOG kiddies. All right, and Adejoke said again that rather than using a shadow, you can use a stroke for people with visual impairment. Exactly, shadow could be distracting, or they might not even be able to see. And then also, we should also take note of contrast as well. Not that shadows are bad; there are places where you can use shadows and to be completely fine, but there are also places where it wouldn't come out well, and then it's difficult to see everything that is on the screen, or it's maybe creating, let's say, a little contrast, or it's just distracting, those type of things. Yeah, using the right color, making your text legible, and there's also typography hierarchy as well. What do you want your users to see first? And also what information is the most important? And then definitely use the text font everyone can see, even at once and at a glance. Right, welcome everyone. All right, so the next people coming up next is Team Chris. Sorry, I don't know why I keep making up everyone. Team Element. So Team Element is coming up next, and she would be giving us a run through of the application they worked on, or the representative will be giving us a representation or brief description of the application before we go on to the slide.
Okay, sorry. You guys have 4 minutes. I'm going to like use my stopwatch on my so once it's 4 minutes, I'm going to interrupt you. Sorry, because of time. Thank you. You can go ahead, please. Your time
Okay,
starts.
good evening, everyone. So this is Stable Niger, a subsidiary of New Life Restaurant. It's a local restaurant that was built after our user feedback. So we got some major problems, and it was that people couldn't track their orders, and that there was no customization. And so we worked on it. And yes, this is Stable Niger design. So,
All right. So
so
should
you
I
can
sign up for it again?
sign up or you can log in.
Let's sign up.
Yeah, everyone just
So from here, you're just going to press your location. To input your location, immediately you open so we can refer to restaurant close. Confirm, please. So yes, we have the Grace Booker.
okay. Go on, guide me through.
Grace Booker, yes. Can you click on Grace Booker? Our menu is Temo and Egusi. Also, we allow for customization, as that was also a problem. And yeah, we have reviews. Yes, you can click Temo and Egusi. So here we explain the food and also the allergy, the ingredient that may be allergic to some people. You can click size for customization. Yeah, so we have the toppings and if you want it very spicy. So from there you add it to cart. Okay, so you order. Yeah, so this is the order summary. So that you go to please click the checkout. Yes, so this is where you pay and this is to find out are you sure you want to continue. So you confirm payment. So this is if you still want, okay, so you can
Go
track your
on.
order.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to edit your location, if perhaps you are ordering for a friend or something, then you can track your order. So your food has arrived and you can submit a review. Yes, so then you can go back to the home page to continue your order. Thank you.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so other parts of the application apart from the main flow. So I
Okay,
think
so for streamline order, we created the favorite icon. Where people don't need to go all the way searching for the same food they have saved. So they can just go there and order directly. Yes, so you can order from here instead
okay.
of going and searching for it. You can just order. Also, we have the profile page where you can track your progress, deliveries, and yeah.
Okay, is it linked? The profile page.
No, from the home page, you can go to the profile page. So yes, from here.
Awesome. Okay. Then what's this bowl?
Okay, it's where we you can see the food you're ordering. Click on it to take you to what you are ordering.
Oh, okay, okay. That's your card.
The cards here.
Awesome. All right. Well done, right? Time's up. So, okay, let's go back to the home page. Over to you, Chidema.
Well, like we're really serious about this timing thing, Sha. Okay, okay. So, I well done, Team Elements. Well done, Ivan, for your
Thank you so
presentation.
much. Thank you,
Well
team.
done. I
Yeah.
like your color. I like this orange color. Looks like jollof rice. So I like it. And I like the color, the pictures that you use as well for the food. I like that you didn't use like blurry pictures and stuff for the food as well. Like these are clear pictures. I like that. So I think the first thing that I would say is I'm seeing, I don't know if that's a search bar. So besides hello Aduni, I'm seeing like a box and then I'm seeing a search bar below. What's that one there?
That's for location. The one beside the welcomes for location.
Okay, so I think you can represent that better, right? So you can use like actual text. For instance, if we are in Lekki or something, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria or something, like instead of using a box, because a user can think that I mean, just for me, I'm just saying, a user can think that that's also a search box, and then click on it, and then they see it's now search. So the second thing is the search box as well. You can use a, so I understand you're trying to use your primary color, which is like this orange color. So you can use white, and you can use a stroke, or you can use a gray color instead of this orange. Again, accessibility issues. It might not be easy for a user to see what is written inside it, right? So for instance, if I'm not wearing my glasses, I might not see the text search food or restaurant inside there. Now I'm seeing the search there, and I'm also seeing filter there. So understand, I like the fact that you put a microphone there. That's obviously for accessibility. That will help with accessibility, and that's good. But I'm seeing filter icon there. So you can have filter icon inside search. So you can look for somewhere maybe beside the search bar or somewhere to have the filter icon. So that's the second thing. Then obviously like spacing here as well. Your spacing between the major thing that is close. So we are saying explore our restaurant categories, and you're seeing the alignment there is proper, right? So you can align it properly there. You can reduce the font size there as well if you want to. Then the spacing as well between the search and the explore our restaurant categories, and then the food is almost similar spacing. Meanwhile, the one on top should be more than explore our restaurant category, which is part of the breakfast or has all of those things there. So that's spacing there as well. Then, sorry. Then your card as well. So I'm seeing on this section our top menus. I'm seeing jollof rice and chicken and blah blah blah. And then semo and egusi soup. And then the price, um the I think that's 1,000 naira, that's 2,000 naira. So the price
Yeah.
there are aligned on the same line. So consistency is very, very, very important when you're designing. So you can always bring that price down. You probably use common layout, so that's why it's jumping up like that. But you can bring that down to be in the same line. And then you can even reduce the size of the food thing as well. But yeah, it should all be like aligned together. Then again spacing. So now the section where users can put in their address when they are trying to buy food. So when you got to that section, I don't know if Kemi, please can you navigate to that section where they can put in their address, where there's like a map when they want to buy.
Yeah, just the location bar up there. The location, yes.
Okay, so what you can do here, right, just to make it easier for people, is that you can put like a for them to fill in their address details. And obviously, if you're using the Google Map API, it's going to automatically fill the address details as well. So, for
Yeah.
instance, if you're going to, let's say, somewhere in phase one or something, and you put in the address, because you're using the Google Map API, it's going to automatically fill it instead of this map, right? So you can put map there, but that can be a secondary option. So the next thing I was sorry, the first thing I wanted to talk about is when you're signing up. I saw two buttons there. Can we go to the sign up section? Sign up login section. Or just maybe before this. No, no, before this one. The one before this. Um, yes, so this section. So no, no, this this other one that you just went to. Okay, so but on that sign up login section, I'm seeing two primary CTAs, and you shouldn't have it like that. So you should have um, a primary CTA first of all, if you're exactly here. So if your primary CTA is sign up, you can use the field button on that sign up section, and then your secondary CTA can be a copy, a text under it. So instead of sign up button again with the stroke fill, you can have a button under it. Um, the next thing I was going to talk about is the button color on payments. So for consistency purposes, I'm seeing all your buttons here. You're using primary buttons as orange, but on that particular section when you're making payments, it was red. It should be consistent across board, right? And the other thing I would speak about is your favorite section inside the food. You can go to that favorite section, this heart section. No, not the cards, like the favorites section. Yes. So I'm saying order now there, but a user should click on the food first of all that they want to order instead of just because what are they just imagine that they have 1,000 meals there. So that when they click on order now, we're just going to order everything. Do you get? So and then alignment, spacing, those things basically. And then the last thing that I'll say is on your navigation bar. Do you see how when Kemi was asking a question that what is that bowl doing there? Like she was confused about what that is. So the same thing I told the first things in overlay, you can put like a name, a header on it. So for instance, home, favorite or fave, cat and profile underneath so that users are not confused and it's easier for users. Then if you're on the active section, so if your navigation bar is active, you can use a field icon instead of an outline icon for that section. Yeah, so not to take much of your time, but yeah, that's what those are the feedback I'll give right now. Thank you. But well done.
Thank you for the feedbacks. Thank you for the feedbacks, ma'am.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, over to you. Ken. You're muted.
Okay, thank you so much, Team Elements. Great work, great work. Thank you so much, Chidima, for the feedback. So, because our time is fast spent, let me just try and rush through everything. So, coming up next is UX Parts, which is a cool name, by the way. So, UX Parts, you're up next. So, I'm gonna be presenting your screen shortly. Okay. So while that's going on, just run us through your application and what it's about. Are you there? Team U experts. We can't hear you if you're speaking.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, good evening. My name is Emanuela and I'm representing UX Experts. Please, can
Hi.
everyone
Nice to
hear
meet
me?
you, Emmanuel. Yes, we
Yes.
can
Okay.
hear you. Go on.
Okay. So, we were to design an HMO app, and while we're doing our UX research, we discovered some of the users' pain points. So, the purpose of this application, New Life Health, is just to work on what the users decided that
Is it just me? I can't hear her anymore.
Yeah, I think she went off. Are you still there, Emanuela? Mm. Okay, so do we have another representative for Team U Experts?
Hello, can you guys hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you
Okay,
perfectly. Go
yes, I'm
on.
going to start again. Sorry. My name is Emanuela. I'm representing you experts. So, our task was to design an HMO application. And while we're doing our UX research, we figured out that some problems. Please, can you hear me?
Perfectly,
Yes.
go on.
Okay, okay. We figured out some of the problems that our target audience faced was that some of them had problems with consultations, they had problems with their reminders, they also had problems with care, getting proper care from their care partners, and it was just a slow process for them. The wait where they have to speak to customer care specialists who would now lead them to the proper healthcare, like the doctors. So that wait time was too long for some of our target audience, and um, we decided to design an application with all those pain points in mind. Our goal was to design an application where users or target audience, sorry, would be able to easily access their healthcare specialists, and they would also be able to get daily reminders on their phone for those of them who take medications, for those of them who need like just daily reminders on healthcare tips. And we also designed with in mind that people who need easy customer care assistance would also um, have whatever they need. So on this first page, this is our homepage. We
Mm-hmm.
see that the on the dashboard we see your care partner. So what that aims to target is that if you click on book now, you would see that you're immediately led to where you can click on the fact that you want to talk to a care partner immediately. So when you click on that, it would immediately lead you to a chat section, and therefore you can have a conversation with your healthcare specialist. You don't have to go through the wait time before customer care puts you on your healthcare specialist. Another problem that we found out that users had during our UX research was access to medical records. So if you go if you tap on see all under our services, like beside our services, if you tap on see all, you see like a number of things that it offers. Their diagnostics, pharmacy, we have get care and my health. So if you tap on my health, you would see that there is medication, my medication consultation. Now, consultation when you want to have like a one-on-one session with your doctor and you don't want to go through the long wait period. Also, access to medical history, like I earlier mentioned. If you tap on medical history, you would see that if you tap on medical history, you'd see a list of um you see the person's profile, your name, your age, your blood group, your allergies, whatever you need, diabetes, anything, whatever you want to know, whatever is there to know about you. So you have access, then you could go back. And then there are other options for your vitals where you can update your vitals regularly, your lab test results. So in this lab test result, you can see that um, the filter shows all results today. So this can show all the results that you have taken with your doctor, the new ones, and then you go back to home. And there's a, when I say, I mentioned appointments and reminders. I mentioned where users had problems with setting reminders. Sometimes it's, you go through a long day at work and you forget. So if you click on reminders, you see daily medicine reminder and every other reminder that you need. And also, if you go back to see all,
I guess yeah.
so okay, my
Okay,
time is up.
10 minutes. Okay, go on. Yeah. So I'll just quickly run through the rest so that I guess can see other parts of the app. Okay. I think here. Right. So I think that's all actually.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So over to you, Chidima.
Okay. Thank you. I think her name is Emanuela, right? Thank you, Emanuela from US.
Yes.
Um, nice work. Again, I like the fact that you guys are, I think for everything really, you guys are using the right colors. So for instance, I think, I mean, like this one now, this health app, you're using the right colors for that as well. Used blue, and this blue is a very like cool color, so I really like that as well. So the first thing I would say is that I like that, I mentioned this with the previous team as well. So having like the search bar and then you have like the filter besides it too. I think that's really cool. But again, for accessibility reasons, I'm very very big on accessibility, and maybe in another time I can talk to you guys like about why for me it's very important, but I'm very big on it. So if a screen reader is looking at this, a screen reader might not know what the search is, because the background of the search bar is quite similar to the background of like the main background, which is white. So which is why you can use like a light stroke across it so that it can be different. It can be different. So the next thing
Okay.
I'll add is for this our services section, and I know that you have a see all section there where you can like click on it and you see all the services. So what you can do again, which can help users to reduce the number of clicks, right? Because there are a lot of clicks in different places, is that
Okay.
you can have a scroll effect. So you have requests for ambulance, consult a doctor, donate blood, all of that. So you can put maybe like six or something, or how many they are, and then it can have like a horizontal scroll effect where users can scroll and see it instead of having to click on see all to see everything. Then maybe you can use
Okay.
the same background for all of them, but maybe different colors of icons, because I'm seeing blue, I'm seeing yellow, I'm seeing red without a background. That might be confusing for a user. Then spacing
Okay.
as well, your spacing between services and upcoming appointments. Then medical history. So I think you had to click on services, then you clicked on something else, then clicked on something else before you saw medical history, right? So what you
Yeah.
can do, that can just be under the account section, where under the account, everything that is tailored to that user. So maybe if you don't want to put their consultations there, but their history, their profile, like all those different things can be in that section instead of user having to go through many clicks. The thing is,
Yeah.
again, for product design, products, you want to make it enjoyable and easy for the user to access. So again, because of time, I'm sorry, I'm trying to rush through. Yeah, but
Yeah.
well done to your
Thank
team.
you so much.
So thank you so much. The next team is Team Dynamo. I hope you're ready. All right. So Team Dynamo, can we start oh wow. Okay. Let me find the beginning. All right. So can you just run us through your app and then we'll start?
Sorry. Good evening. My name is Ivoma. I'm from Team Dynamo. So it is a mobile banking app, and some of um the features we intended to
the solutions we intended to provide are your basic banking tasks, as well as also being able to like create budgets, and also save on the app, as well as also make some investments and loans applications. So it's basically an app that gives you control over your finances, as well as also limits the fact that you don't have to visit the bank so much. So you can it's an all-in-one app, and it and it's an all-in-one app that provides basically everything the user needs without having to visit the bank. So I think you can
That's
click on flow one so that it starts from the beginning. I don't know why it started
okay.
from this page.
Okay. It says click on what again?
Flow one, so it should it's supposed to start from the splash
Let me
screen.
reload it. Mm.
So while we ran our survey, so a lot of users complained about accessibility features. So it's some of the accessibility features we added is like a customizable dashboard where you can actually like change the color of your dashboard to a preferred color that you want. And then also features that allow them to save money, as well as also make speedy transfers, and also get loan from the bank, and also make investments too.
Okay. Sorry, I think there's a bit of network issue, so we'll see that in a minute. Okay. Well, go on. What's on the view? Maybe you can describe it, or if you can share from your end.
Okay, can I present?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So let me start it. So, so you can click on register, or you can click on login if you already have, yeah, if existing account, and maybe you misplace your phone or you want to. So when you click on register, you fill in the input fields, you tick the box, and then you move to sign up. So after signing up, it still takes you back to the login screen to enter the details that um you filled, and then you log in and it takes you to the homepage. So on the homepage, you can transfer, buy airtime, data. You can also add money. That's also another important feature we added. So this allows you to be able to probably add money from another with your bank card from another account. It could be an account on the bank, or it could be in New Life Bank, or it could be an account elsewhere. So you input your card details and you're able to add money. And so it is very so at any point in time you're not stranded. If you don't have enough money in your account, this account, you can always source and also add money from that account. So you can make transfers. So you can either transfer to a beneficiary that's been saved, or you transfer to New Life, or to New Life Bank, or you transfer to another bank. So when you finish creating input fields, it takes you to confirm your details, and then you confirm, you input the PIN, and you pay. So you can also buy airtime. You can buy airtime or you buy data pending.
Go on.
So we also have a finance option for savings. So you can click any of the savings plan depending on fits what your saving goals and what you want. And then we have a budget control option that also allows you to like set a fixed budget and a period of time over which you want to use that budget. So you can set an amount, and then the app, once that app is exceeded, depending on the settings, it's either you set so that the transaction is stopped. If you're performing a transaction that is probably that is above the budget that you have left, maybe you set a budget for week and then it's above the budget, you can it will tell you, and then you will not be able to make that transfer again. So you can also customize your screen, customize your dashboard. You can remove some widgets that you use most of the time, and then you add more widgets. You can change the color dashboard. Maybe you want to change it to blue. So you apply, or you can just change it back to the default.
All right. Our time is
And
fast spent. So, are you done going through the app?
yes, yes,
All right. Over to you.
yes, I'm done.
Chima.
Okay, hi Ihoma, well done and well done again. Again, colors. I like the fact that you use green. This is money. And I saw your logo and we're grabbing the money. I really like that. Okay, so the first thing that I would say is typography. So I'm seeing inconsistency in your typography. So even on this screen that it's here now, and then alignment as well. So you're seeing high grace, you're seeing the person's profile icon, and that just seems like the primary thing to look at. But that is almost like tertiary to look at here. The primary thing I think that the user should see here is the quick links. I mean, their balance, available balance, and then the quick links, the navigation bar before they see that high grades. But I'm seeing high grades, that's the profile section first, and that's what's standing out. So your alignment as well, right? So I'm seeing available balance 100,000 naira and all, and it just seems very scattered. So that's supposed to be like a card, so you can put it and arrange it in a card format. Then I don't think you need a background color where that menu is. So I'm seeing the navigation menu there on top, and then I'm seeing the speaker like a, I think maybe that's customer support and navigation notification bar icon. I don't think you need that still there. It's really not doing anything there in my opinion. Then you have quick links. These are supposed to be quick links and they are very important things for the user to see, but it's not even visible for the user to see, right? So what you can do is you can put them in a card format and arrange them. You can do them like, sorry, let me just quickly draw something like this, where you put them in like, I don't know if you can see this, but like a square. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but like a square format is what I'm trying to say, in frame, so that it's very easy for the users to see and navigate. Then your navigation bar, I'm seeing that when something is in active state, it's gray, and when it's inactive, it's teal. Your active state should be teal, and the icon should be filled, and your inactive state should be gray. So the other way around. Then your input fields. Can we go to a page that has maybe input field? Maybe that login page, if you can go back there, or anyone. So what I'm going to talk about the input field section is that for your input field, for instance, if Kem is able to go back to the login section, right? So even this section here, you have amounts, transfer to beneficiary, transfer to new life. I'm not sure which one I'm on, right? So okay, no, you can go back to that one. Okay, so no, maybe the other one that we were on. So
Transfer.
yes, that one. Not this one. Yes, this
Okay.
one. So, what you can do is that your input field should have like a header on it. So, for instance, select beneficiaries to be on top, and then you have a placeholder. Select your beneficiary here. Because if a user comes here and they click on something, let's say they click on select beneficiary and they are filling up details, they might not, they might be confused and say, oh, what am I supposed to do here? So there should be like an instruction on top of it. Amount, description, same thing, should have like a header on top of the placeholder, and then on top of the input field rather, and then a placeholder text. And your button typography or button text should also be consistent across board. So this confirm is here, right? And it looks really big. In fact, this is the primary thing I'm seeing here. It's very important for you to do hierarchy when you're working on design. So what do you want users to see first of all? What's the aim of that particular page? For each page that you're going to, do some sort of alignment and hierarchy so that you know what to place focus on and what to not place focus on. Because looking at this page now, what is standing out to me is confirm. I'm not really seeing transfer to beneficiary to new life to other bank. It's not very visible to me. Do you get? Yeah. So again, because of time, I would stop here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Lima. I hope we've all gotten our feedback. Okay, so
Yes. Sorry. While the other person is up, I want to say that Chidima, I don't know if you would, if you don't mind, we could share you the prototype link, then you can give your comments.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
Thank you. Yeah. So
all
the
right, let's
two
have
teams. Yeah. Wow. We still have two teams. Wow. Okay.
yeah, it's like Team Creative. Come now, so that we can all call it a day. You can share on your end too. Please do so. Team Creative right there. You can start explaining what your app is about. So we'll get started. Team Creative right there.
Can you hear me? Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, my name is Peace. I'm representing Team Creative, and we were
Okay.
told to work on a project, the New Life Health Insurance. This is a project that involves information. We are a team of 36, and we used a user-centered approach while conducting both quantitative and qualitative research to understand what users need.
Okay.
Our research showed that users value affordability, they have difficulty navigating the app, they want to track their insurance spending, the struggle with complex insurance terms, and lack of instant support. To address these issues, we simplified the language by ensuring that each insurance term has a clear definition available when clicked on. This way, users can easily manage complex insurance terminology without feeling overwhelmed. We made it easy for them to navigate the app and make informed decisions about their health insurance. We also added instant support features and introduced an insurance spending tracker. We also improved the onboarding process to make it more engaging and educational for them. In addition, we developed a comprehensive UI design. We worked on our design system, our content strategy, mockups, and high fidelity prototypes, and ensured accessibility for all users. By
Awesome. Let's get
focusing on,
started.
okay, so we're going to create an account. So it's either you sign in or you log in with your Gmail, your Facebook, or your Apple ID. When you click on the Gmail, it takes you to your Gmail. When you click on Facebook, it takes you to your Facebook email. So your Facebook page or account for you to impute. You can also sign in or log in with your Apple information. So let's log in. So this is the home page. This is the home page, my insurance. When you click on it, you're going to see the available insurance policy and every other thing. When you click on wallet, it helps you to track. Yeah, this is where you get my insurance, my everything you need. Then the wallet, it helps you to see your spendings, how you've been making your how you've been spending your money, insurance and everything, the ones received and the ones out. So there's a go back button. You can click on that to go back. And this insurance 101, that is where you get the terminologies that are being explained. When you click on it, it takes you to, there's one highlighted, there's deductible. When you click on it, it gives you the explanation, because people complained of not being able to understand the terminology. So when you click on these things, they just explain it for you without you being overwhelmed of the terminologies used on the app. So you can also go back. Uh, you can go back. Okay, so this then there's also the supported hospitals. There's a place you can see every other hospitals that we are working with, and there is sorry.
Go on,
So
go on.
that's, yeah, that's basically what the pain point was and the solution. We had to work on this so as to help users streamline this app without being overwhelmed or finding it difficult to use the app. We made every navigation simple. We made their login process simple and easy, and also explained the terms that are used, because this is basically the pain points about the app. Yeah.
Thank you. Are there other parts of the app we have missed?
Yes. If you don't want to go through all this
Go on, go on. Are you there? Creative. Okay, so I think that's it. Chidima, what do you think so far?
Okay, well done, Team Creative. Well done. Again, I like the color used, and I especially like the fact that on your sign up stroke sign in process, you have other sign up. I mean, other methods for them to perform action. So whether it's Gmail, Apple ID, or whatever, like you have other methods, because it makes it like easier for users to sign up and sign in instead of having to go through the email process. So I'm going to use this home screen method here. So I think the first thing is your what they call it, the colors that is used on this section. So the colors are honestly quite a lot, in my opinion, right? Because I'm more of a minimalistic designer. So this new life logo, I don't think it actually new life that is at the top section. I don't think it needs to be there, in my opinion. Then maybe you can use a lighter shade of the blue. Also, you can see if you can put the Sonia Ayomide and the profile icon inside the blue section and then bring out the search, because that is a different section from that. I like how you put the categories as well, but um you should also make it consistent as well, because I'm seeing some of the icons inside the category section that are bigger, some are smaller, and all. Then these daily tips, that background can be maybe a lighter shade of the blue background, and with like maybe a design in the background or something, and then daily tips, because it's not very easy. Again, accessibility, right? It's not very easy for users to, might not be easy, let me use that term, for users to read the daily tips. Now, before I even get to that as well, of this page, I'm sure like what you consider like very important, right, is maybe they come here, they see their name, they see search, they see category, they see quick links, which is more important to them, and then they can see daily tips on top of it. So you can arrange that in that format, because okay, so daily tips is important, but quick links, in my opinion, here is more important than that, because that is the reason why they came to the app, right? So, and then this quick link section as well, you can use like a gray background or something for that, and maybe use different colors of icon, different colors for the icon pack itself, instead of having different colors like this. Or use very, I don't know if you've heard of pastel colors, use very light shade of the colors as well. Then I wanted to ask, is this a HMO app? Because I saw suggested hospitals, HMO, right?
Mm. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
All right, cool. That's cool. Then when you clicked on my insurance, I saw wallet no, I'm seeing wallet balance inside my insurance. And I didn't understand why I saw that there. Actually, was it my insurance or somewhere? I think one of
Okay, I
the
think it's profile. Or there was another place, wallet. There's wallet here.
yeah, but it wasn't, or maybe it was the wallet section again. So if on this section again, look at, can you click on the wallet, please? That wallet
Okay.
section. Okay, cool. So if on this section as well, like the colors, so you have like a gray, I don't know if this is gray or dark orange for these cards. So that doesn't exactly work well with the typographic color, which is black, right? So you can try to arrange that as well. And then your alignments as well can be better arranged. Then please can you go back to the home screen for the last thing,
Okay.
Hmm.
the home section. So the last thing is on your navigation bar, right? Again, for what do they call it? Hierarchy. What is important? Do you think, I feel, in my opinion, I feel like maybe what you can have here is home, or your navigation bar, home, my insurance, wallet, and profile. We can find a
Mm.
way to put support and forum somewhere else, right?
All
Because
right.
they are connected, but not as important as the other one. So yeah,
Okay.
back to
Thank you,
you.
ma.
About
Much. Thank you so much. All right, Crusader, can we quickly have it now? We should reschedule it to next to Friday. So if we can cover it
If
now
they
so
are on,
that
let them. If they are here, let's have it
okay. So up
for
next,
Friday.
Team
I think we have
Crusader,
a lot.
part your class. Yeah, we have a lot of
Team
units to
Jidera, you have
cover.
4 minutes though. Once it's 4 minutes or 3 minutes. If you
Oh
guys,
well.
if
Okay.
they are not here, that means I don't know. They're supposed to be here.
Team
Everybody's supposed to be here.
Crusader, you have 1 minute. Okay. Yeah,
Please
she said
join
she's
and
here. Well,
present,
let's
please.
start.
You have 3 minutes though. The time is counting.
Please get started. We're waiting for you.
Then you can share your screen so that oh, you are not here.
Yeah, it will come up shortly. I'm sure.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Abidolapo from representing Team Crusader. So now our app is New Life Bank app, and during our UX research, some of the pain points of our users is that they want to be able to invest and also access live customer support and also transfer easily, and security is their main pain point. So I don't know, this is not the beginning. Can you just leave the first to the beginning, the splash screen?
Okay.
So
I We're going. I
so
can't.
to secure that to have a short security, as said earlier, the account has been created, so the person can actually just put his or her account number there. So the registered email, the link to access the dashboard or the app will be accessed through a mail or through an OTP. So starting from this splash screen to that point where she's going to input his or her account number, they'll move straight to this thing, they'll move straight to the user's saving of password, the password the person actually wants to use for the app. Then after saving it, they'll move on to the first attempt of logging in. So after logging in, this is where the link is sent to the mail. After accessing it, we have setting up of password, and after saving the password, click on save. We have to go to the login. So on the login, we have the user to click on save, then login. Then after the login, we have the dashboard. So one of the things we do to make this thing accessible for our users is that we make this frame point for them. We make it the nav button at the bottom. They can see what we are seeing again. Then on the home screen, that is where we're going to access everything like the quick transfer, the airtime, and all of that. Then on the second icon on the bottom, which is representing investment, if we click on it, I can't see anything. If we click on it, then we are going to be having our investment option telling us the percentage return, like showing transparency in the investment. Okay. So the next one is the live customer chat there. Can't see anything. The network has not been favorable, so I can't access the files online here. So and I'm not seeing anything here also. Okay, so that's where we have as our investment. Then you also have our profile. You can scroll up to see all. You can scroll up to see all investments there. Then when we click on investment, we can have our we can get the investment through that point. So we also have our profile when the users want to quickly change some things on his or her profile, and also we have the setting board there. So we can go back to our home screen to access our dashboard. All right. So when we click on the opening and closing of eye of the amount, it's working to secure the account balance of the person while using the app outside. And we also have the send icon, the transfer icon, where we're going to have access to. Yeah, before the time runs out, I quickly want to talk about the live customer support, which is one of the main points of the user. So we can go back to our dashboard, to our home rather, yeah, home. So we click on the customers, live customer support there.
Where is it? Help me. Is it this icon or where?
Can't see the dashboard very well. Oh God. No,
Okay,
that's
where's
the
your
right
live
one.
customer support? Is it the icon with the microphone?
Yeah,
Let me just look for the page.
okay. So let me just
Okay, I've seen
open.
it. Go on. We're there. Go on.
Okay, so that's where the person can actually add some self-service if it is just a mere little complaint. But then we can scroll up to see to access the live chat down there.
Okay.
If we scroll up, the person is going to see. Okay, yeah, there. We're going to see live chat. So clicking on the live chat, the person can talk to the customer support online instantly at that place. So from there, we can go back to our dashboard. The back arrow can actually take us back to the wherever we're going also. So we click on the transfer button to take us to the kind of transfer that we want to have to the new life bank, other bank. If you want to transfer money to your investment and all of that. So we also have buying of airtime
Okay.
icon. So there we can access our different airtime, and we can switch between there to data also to buy purchase our data. So click on pay, we have transaction close. I can go back to our dashboard also.
Okay. So
So you can also access transaction history. Yeah. You can also like that's one of the other priority of the users, like the users meeting our own goal. Their own goal is that they want to be able to save their money and why their money increase on the app daily. So we have also have saving option, and we also have they are saving. They like to save automatically, and on daily basis there's kind of interest that's going to come on their savings. So we have different there are categories of savings they said they want to have during our user research is like school fee, apartment, and other things like that. That's what we're able to come up with.
all right. So are we good? I think we've gone through everything. This is the investment page that I didn't show before. Okay. All right. Are there other features on the application?
I can't see very well. I don't- My screen is my
Yes,
screen
Chidima.
is
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Crusader.
Okay, thank you, Team Crusader. Again, colors. I like your colors. Um, so I think the first thing I would say is your onboarding flow was not very straightforward. So, and then I was seeing like multiple CTAs. So you should have like primary and secondary CTAs, but I was seeing like different. I think I saw about 3 or 4 different primary CTAs. So you can't have like all those like CTAs showing there basically, and then it wasn't straightforward. So she had to do like a lot of clicks before she got to the home screen, right? So your onboarding should be straightforward for the user so that they can enjoy using your application. Then I'm seeing that on a lot of pages, I'm seeing the logo. So I'm guessing this is a logo. This stuff that's like this, right? That's the logo. I'm seeing the logo on almost all the pages. You don't need to see the logo on every. You don't see it everywhere, right? So it can be just on the splash screen, onboarding screen, and then we're good to go there. And obviously, since it's going to be a mobile application, the logo is already the title, or it's already the logo basically of the application. Then here, it's not very easy for me with my eyes to differentiate between this total balance section and my favorite section. So first of all, you don't know if it's favorites for the user yet. So your typography, your term there, your English there can be maybe quick links or links or something basically. So then instead of having this total balance in that like green and then putting white on top, you can do like a lighter shade, or you can just put like a card and a lighter shade of the green and maybe use a darker color on top of it, again for accessibility reasons. You want the user to see your stuff. Then this my favorite section, which I said can be called quick link section. You can use gray background for it instead of green background for it. Then I don't know what this illustration is doing there. I was trying to figure out like, okay, why is it here, right? So if it's not important, something is not important on the page, then don't put it there. And then because of our time, the last thing that I would say is your navigation bar as well. So you don't need this background color or your navigation bar section. So you can have what's it called? Just a white color or a gray color, just like you saw in ones, and then put the name for it. So when it's active, it should be the home field and then the name under it, home. And I'm not sure what is diamond, and I'm guessing that's profile, and I'm guessing that's settings. So you can even put profile and settings together. So I'm not sure. Okay, diamond is my investment, but it doesn't even show when it's active or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's quite confusing that way, because accessibility is very important. Then this section as well, alignment. This card does not need to be round like this. It can just be like your normal card format. But yeah, but well done to you and your team. Thank you.
Then thank you so much, Chima. If I'm to add something for the savings, there's little difference between a button and a section to show like information, like a label and even the navigation, because everything is the same color and different, like little to no contrast, only shapes. So it's like which one is telling me information, which one am I clicking? It's difficult to differentiate that. And probably something like this, you can like separate it into boxes like cards, the way we have it in the home page, so that it's easy to like easily differentiate information. So it's not like everything is just in my face. Like I don't even know which is which. I don't know which I can click or which I cannot click. Like this one I can't click it, but this one I can click it. Things like that. So I think there should be contrast when it comes to buttons, separating your text label fields. And because we say use one color doesn't mean you can't use variations of that color. Remember color theory. You can still, if you want to go the monologous way, you can still like have different shades of green to differentiate different sections, not just everything is one shade of green. So I think that would be one thing I'll add to the feedback.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. This has been a really insightful session. We're far beyond time. I'm so grateful to each and every team. Great work, everyone. Chima, thank you so much. I mean, it's super awesome to meet you. I think I saw a chat earlier, like if you want to share your social media, so maybe they can connect with you, they can be your mentee or be your mentees. You'll be the mentor here. So,
Yeah, I dropped a link.
so
Maybe I'll drop it in the chat.
You can drop it in
I dropped a
on the
link.
private chat. Then one of
Yeah, I
the
dropped it in the
studio
private
guys would
chat.
help us, or one of the TAs will help us post it on the
in the
group chat
chat.
or on the general chat basically. But thank you so much, Chidima, for
Yes.
such a wonderful time.
Thank you so much. Just a recap. On Friday, we're going to be looking at portfolio creation, like how to have your portfolio, put yourself out there. We're going to be announcing our winners. But also, now we won't be having a quiz on Friday, but there'll be a quiz to like your exam. Like, okay, this whole 3 months of being together, this is what you've learned. So there'll be a quiz as well. And if you guys have any questions, have anything, just please reach out to the coordinators or reach us out to us privately on LinkedIn, send us an email. And this is what I say. Thank you all so much. It has been a beautiful journey. Thank you, Chidima. Thank you so much, Chidima. I can see your full name now. So like, thank you
Thank you.
regardless. Thank you for that day. Thank you everyone. Do we have one or two things to say before we call it a night?
There's no time
All
again.
right. Have an awesome night.
Chidima wanted
What do
to
you
talk
say?
Thank you
to
so much.
They allow Chidima to. For me, I don't have anything time.
Yeah,
Chidima,
I
getting
mean,
sent
just
for
Okay.
the
What do you have?
thank you.
your time starts
Thank you so
now.
much for the opportunity, guys. I'm grateful. Thank you for bringing me in on this. I had a wonderful time. Thank you. And yes, I just dropped my LinkedIn, so you guys can reach out to me anytime. Yeah.
Thank you. So
Yes, her
I'll
LinkedIn
apply
is in
to
the
be your
chat
mentee.
box. We'll reach
Thank
out
you.
to her. So one other announcement I forgot to make, there'll be a 21 days UI design challenge. So as much as we're all deliberate about each and every one of us, there'll be a mentorship section. So to qualify for that mentorship session is where you have to go through a 21 days UI design challenge. Don't worry, it's going to be easy, step by step. This will help you get better. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to show up and be consistent. And then after that, there'll be a mentorship session. So if you want to be mentored, this is an open, let's say open delivery now. So there'll be announcements to that later on. So I look forward to, I don't know, each and every one of you pulling through, going through, doing awesome. So thank you all once again. My name is Shikemi Ademo. God bless you.
Thank you,
Good
everyone.
night.
Thank you,
And have
studio.
an awesome
Thank you,
evening.
everybody. Thank you, Chidima.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
Shikemi.
night.
Have a restful night. Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Chidima. Thank you,
Bye.
Shirley. Bye.
Bye.